It's been less than a year since we tested the new for 2003 $85,000 Dodge Viper SRT10 Roadster, yet tuner John Hennessey has already brought us his reworked version of the same car for our usual thrashing. We're surprised how quickly Hennessey could create a $19,500 engine package that adds 100 horsepower to the stock Viper's already substantial 500 HP figure. Viper owners, everybody knows, are poster children for excess. I had guys at Dodge dealerships picking up their new Vipers last winter calling and asking if I could modify their cars, mused the 40-year-old Hennessey, but I knew we had to take our time and make sure we got it right. Hennessey's company has gone through a rough stretch the past few years. Some angry customers accused the Houston tuner of taking their money without delivering cars in a reasonable amount of time. Editor-in-Chief Sabak Sear delved into the matter, and his findings were reported in the steering column in September 2002. Hennessey conceded he'd had problems. Now he's regrouped, and after 10 years of modifying Vipers, he's downsized and restructured his company, now called Hennessey Performance Engineering, reducing employees from 15 to 4. He recently arrived in Ann Arbor with the latest modified Viper in tow, and with the same understanding of what was going to happen next, we would wring the bejesus out of his car and report on what we find. First, the $19,500 engine package. It's a combination of the usual hot rod tricks, freer flowing intake and exhaust pads. On the intake side, there's a new airbox. The Hennessey crew carefully took a grinder to the cylinder heads and throttle body to make wider openings. This grinding process is known in the business as porting. The technique usually does involve some sort of intake passage widening, but it also requires reshaping the tunnels. Hennessey claims that with the porting and use of larger intake and exhaust valves, the heads on our test car permitted a 15% increase in airflow over the stock units. He's also confident that future modifications will yield a 23% overall increase in cylinder head airflow. On the exhaust side, the package has stainless steel headers, higher flowing catalytic converters, and a stainless steel side exhaust system made from 3-inch tubing. Other bits include a higher lift cams haft, hardened push rods, heavy valve springs, and titanium valve retainers. So now Hennessey's Viper puts out a reported 600 horsepower at 5,700 RPM and 600 pound-feet of torque at 5,000 RPM. Hence its name, the Venom 600. The stock 10-cylinder Viper SRT10, by comparison, makes 500 horsepower at 5,600 RPM and 525 pound-feet at 4,200 RPM. Trust us on this one. There's simply nothing like dropping the hammer in a 600 HP car that has the traction of 13.5-inch wide rear tires. If you start from scratch, the Venom 600 hits 60 miles per hour in a stunning 3.4 seconds, a half second quicker than the stock car. It blows by 100 in 7.5 seconds, a 1-second improvement. As the speed grows, so does the gap between the stock car and Hennessey's. In only 16.1 seconds the Venom does 150 miles per hour, 6.3 seconds sooner than the stock version, and the quarter mile flashed by in 11.4 seconds at 127 miles per hour, a huge improvement over the stock figure of 12.1 at 121. It's rare that we test a car that can hit 170 miles per hour on our straight, but the Venom 600 reached that velocity in only 26.2 seconds. Even a $120,000 Porsche 911 Turbo can't beat those numbers, 0 to 60 miles per hour in 3.9 seconds and 21.6 seconds to hit 150. There's a slight loss of low RPM performance with the engine package. Our top-tier tests are good ways to gauge low RPM tractability and require accelerating from 30 to 50 miles per hour and from 50 to 70 miles per hour in 6th gear. Although the Venom 600 smoothly chugged away from 30 miles per hour, it did need 14.9 seconds to hit 50, 4.6 seconds longer than the stock Viper. There was less of a gap in the 50 to 70 mph test. The Stalker does it in 9.7 seconds, and the Venom took 10.9 seconds. The only other caveat we'd like to offer concerns noise. We're talking offensive noise here. At idle the Venom 600 has a raspy, offbeat percussion that sounded to us like a four-wheeled version of the biggest noisemakers on the road today, unmufflered Harleys. If major leak noise is not your thing, Hennessey says a quieter exhaust system can be provided at no extra cost. In the past, Hennessey may have had trouble with his delivery schedule, but one thing has always impressed us: every one of his cars that we've independently tested has run ferociously strong and without failure. In that department, he's definitely been doing things right for a long time. Vehicle type: front engine, rear wheel drive, 2-passenger, 2-door roadster. Price as tested, $103,695, base price *, $103,295. Engine type: pushrod 20-valve V10, aluminum block and heads, port fuel injection. Displacement: 505 cu in, 8,285 cubic centimeters. Power: MFRs claim 600 bhp at 5,700 rpm. Torque: MFRs claim 600 lb-ft at 5,000 rpm. Transmission: 6-speed manual. Dimensions: wheelbase, 98.8 in length, 175.6 in width, 75.2 in height, 47.6 in. Curb weight: 2,990 pounds. C/D test results. 0 to 60 miles per hour, 3.4. 0 to 100 miles per hour, 7.5. 0 to 130 miles per hour, 12.0 sec. 0 to 150 miles per hour, 16.1 sec. Street start: 5 to 60 miles per hour, 4.2 sec. Standing 1/4 mile, 11.4 sec at 127 miles per hour. Braking: 70 to 0 miles per hour, 157 feet. Road holding: 300 foot dia skidpad, 1.01 g. Fuel economy: EPA city driving, 12 mpg.